Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody in between. Sorry, my mom called just as we were starting this show. I know that's not professional. Hey, that's my mama, and I do not answer her calls.
Mom, the meatloaf!
Mom, the meatloaf! We want it!
It's
Mom!
weird. It's weird. I never know what she's doing back there.
It's funny. I just saw that. Do you TikTok it all, Stacks?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Okay, so there's this new thing that's popular on TikTok. It's this pumpkin that's programmable. It's an inflatable pumpkin that's programmable to say anything you load into it.
Yeah.
And they put him and one of his characters of a ghost next to it doing that bit. Owen Wilson was the pumpkin, and the ghost was Will Ferrell. And it was hilarious.
That's amazing. Shout out to Owen Wilson, by the way, unrelated to the show, Josie. He showed up to a Nebraska high school. I guess he was driving through. So shout out to Owen Wilson for driving through Nebraska.
Owen from Nebraska?
That's a good question. I'd have to do some fact checking. I didn't think so, but maybe he is.
That would make sense with his accent.
Yeah, he is a different breed. Or no, sorry, Luke Wilson, not Owen Wilson. Sorry. Luke Wilson.
Still.
Yeah. Let's see.
So Luke Wilson, then we got to go to another Will Ferrell movie and say, "We're going streaking!"
We're going streaking. No, Josie, believe it or not, born in Texas, and he attended a school in Texas.
Alvin, right?
Saint Mark's School of Texas, whatever that is.
I don't know where that's at.
I don't either.
I think I knew that. I think I actually knew that they were from Texas.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't know
that. But Nebraska football is a lot like Texas football. It's
no. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. As far as high school football and stuff, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, high school football here, yeah. It's nowhere close. Sorry, kids.
I'm sad.
And Mr. Killicious is with us, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm sad. Shanky's gone. No, Shanky.
So we got right into our pre-show chatter. I didn't even do introductions. As you know, this is the Fight Night crew. Josie, Stacks, Kill, will be joining us later. We are not on our regular night. We were actually going to skip this week altogether, but then today happened. And we felt like we had to get on and have a conversation.
A multitude of bombshells, Josie.
It was crazy today.
Another WWE Black, whatever day it is, but today is Black Thursday. There was a good handful of releases today, and we're going to go through all of them and discuss it, as well as talk about AEW Grand Slam last night. And Impact last week.
Boy, I know we're gonna hit into that, Josie, but boy, there's a lot to talk about there because
Grand Slam knocked it out of the fucking park.
No, there was some good, Josie, but there was also some ugly. But we'll get into that later.
AEW had a good week and WWE had a bad week. That's crazy.
Well, and then we're also going to talk about, we're also going to talk about how long is Vince McMahon going to be on the board of TKO? Because if what I'm reading is the case, it may not be very long.
Yes.
Boy, did old Vince get bamboozled?
We're going to discuss it. This is a long, but Carson hit it right on the nose here. Right on the nose. And this is exactly who we're starting off with. Because to me, of that list, this is the biggest news. Ladies and gentlemen, Dolph Ziggler is now a free agent for the first time in his professional wrestling career. After voting, I think it's like 16 years or something like that to WWE.
All in Canada, by the way, majority. The latter part.
He is now no longer with the company. Honestly, though, this is the one I'm probably the least upset about. Like, I'm not upset about really any of them. I think they all can do better outside of WWE. But this one, I was the most overjoyed about. We had heard that it was possible that his contract could just run out. And I watched Grand Slam last night thinking he might show up. And I'm still not sure Edge doesn't show up tomorrow night. But anyway. Dolph to AEW. There's no question, right? There's no question.
His brother works there.
There is only 2 people on that list. Will says I want everybody in AEW. That's not true. There is really only 2 people on that list that I would absolutely love to see in AEW. It is Dolph Ziggler and Dana Brooke.
Interesting.
Dana Brooke. Interesting. That's an interesting
I think
one.
Dana Brooke would be an amazing add to their women's division.
I mean, she's seasoned. She could add some to the women's division.
She's seasoned, and plus a lot of the dream matches we're thinking of could have happened in WWE that never happened. We never saw Dana versus Saraya.
Yep.
No.
We've never seen Dana versus Toni Storm. And then you talk about some of the AEW matches. Dana versus Britt Baker would be fucking amazing.
Yeah, that would be good. That would be good. That would be good stuff. But here's my thing: is AEW going to utilize her correctly, or is she just going to end up over there on Ring of Honor? Question mark.
But see, the way they're building, I don't see as much issue with that as some other fans do. I think they're building Ring of Honor up to be more like an NXT.
Well, they have to, don't they? They have to.
I think you're going to see Ring of Honor more and more mentioned on WWE or on AEW programming as they're building it like an NXT. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about these releases. But back to Dolph. I think Dolph is an immediate contender for the TNT title. Immediate contender.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, Josie. And I'll bring in a little snippet I heard on the podcast today. They think Dolph would be great, but the caveat to that is they thought he would be a great Ring of Honor World Champion at first for a while. And
actually, let me correct myself. That's better. I like that better. Yes.
Yeah.
Plus, Dolph versus Eddie Kingston. Hell
yes, please.
Yes.
Hell yes. Yes, please.
Talk about the dream match I never realized I wanted until right now.
Yep.
That would be an amazing match because you got Dolph, the showboat, the charismatic one, and Eddie, just the gritty. Oh my God.
Yeah, that'd be good stuff. That'd be good stuff. Yeah, I was kind of like, I never really thought of that. And then I got to thinking like you did, like, oh, Eddie Kingston? Oh, yes, please.
Now, here's the dream match that we've all thought about. And like, if he ends up in AEW and I don't get this, I'm going to be mad. Dolph versus Ospreay. Easy match of the year contender.
Yeah, that'd be good stuff. Just like Carson says, shout out to Carson injecting his veins. Yeah, absolutely. I think that would be a great match. Those two together, absolutely. I mean, if everybody ended up being happy with the Jericho match, those two, and of course Dolph can go. Dolph can go still.
I believe. I don't know if he's an AEW world champion. But he is a future world champion in either Ring of Honor, TNA, NWA. Man, if I'm NWA, I'm trying to get Dolph, and I'm putting my belt on him immediately.
Well, I've heard maybe. Some other things too. I've heard is what if him and Matt Cardona just kill it on the Indies, make some money, and then eventually he makes his way over to AEW.
I mean, yeah, I could totally see that. I could totally see them teaming back up again. I would love to see Ziggler and Cardona on the Indies together. That would be fucking amazing and make my heart so happy.
That'd be great. Anything with Dolph, yes, please. Give him his shine.
Well, and that's the other thing. You know what I'd also still be good with? Dolph and his brother tagging together. I would love that.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Because I think Ryan is super talented. I think Ryan is super talented and just hasn't gotten a good break in AEW.
Ryan posted on Twitter a picture.
I saw that.
Yeah.
He actually posted that 3 days ago.
Oh, it's like he knew or something.
So there was a rumor going around that Dolph's contract had just quietly ended and they didn't renew it. And then I'm not sure that isn't what happened, and then they just dumped out the news in the trash today. We'll see, because if Dolph doesn't have a non-compete clause, he'll show up somewhere before, because all these people today that were actually released, their non-compete clause will be December 20th, 3 months.
Yep.
So if Dolph shows up before then, they either paid his off to have his non-compete ended, which they've done before, or he didn't have a non-compete.
Yep.
So, and if his contract just ended, he wouldn't have a non-compete. So, I'm excited to see what happens with Dolph. I'm still. Did y'all see the picture that I sent in the group today? Did I send that of? It was Mercedes Moné, Edge in a Sexton Hardcastle shirt that looked new, and Christian in what looked like an episode for BTE.
I did not see that, unfortunately.
I must not have sent it.
Wow.
And I really, truly believe Edge may show up on Collision Saturday. There's a 3-way match for the TNT title. Darby versus Luchasaurus versus Christian Cage. And it would just make so much sense for Edge to show up and screw Christian out of that match.
Question for you, Josie, though. Do they keep him for the next pay-per-view, though, instead?
But
bigger splash.
Easily, if he screws up that match, Wrestle Dream is less than a week away from Saturday. So you could easily set up a match between Edge and Christian quickly. And then, AEW kind of likes to do that. They'll set up a quick match and then build a story off of that match.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, no, that's fair. Plus, Collision needs the eyeballs. It hasn't been great.
I mean, Edge showing up on Collision would be huge.
Yep.
Huge.
They need it. They need an inject in the arm anyway, so we might as well.
Carson, we're about to get to that. I'm wanting to talk about Dolph, but we're about to move on to Shelton. So Carson has a great comment in the comments section. Shelton Benjamin to the Blackpool Combat Club.
Interesting.
Mogul Embassy?
I think he would be better in the Mogul Embassy. I would love to see that. And I think Swerve is going to push. Honestly, I think Swerve pushes to get Flop Dollar over there.
No. You took the words right out of my mouth. What if old Flop ends up on right there?
I don't think that Top is as bad of a worker as people say. I think he's gotten some bad raps because he's been made to take. Well, he was just made to take the job in WWE. That's all he was for. He was developmental talent to get other people over. And when he was with Hit Row in NXT with Swerve, Top Dollar was the guy they were talking about being the second behind Swerve.
Josie, this is how much respect old Flop Dollar has now. I was listening to a podcast today, and that guy said have him as Swerve's manager just because he can talk, which wouldn't be terrible.
No. You can't do away with Prince Nana, because the best part of Swerve's entrance is watching Nana dance. I fucking love that dance.
It's great. It's fantastic. I mean, I'm not
I
saying it
actually
happens
reached
right
out to
away, but
Nana a
eventually.
couple of weeks ago to see if we could get him back on the show, but he didn't respond.
Oh man, how much we gotta pay him? I'll chip in on that.
That's the
$2.
thing. With
Let's
Nana,
go.
it could be some money.
Yeah.
That man is carny through and through.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
I'm surprised they let Shelton go. I thought he was a for lifer.
I'm surprised they didn't transition Shelton into a producer role. And
Correct.
the only reason I could think of that is he didn't want it.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, with Sheldon, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just because we haven't seen that much for for such a long time.
I'm sorry. I love Shelton Benjamin. He was one of my favorites growing up. I love Team
absolutely.
Angle,
Yeah,
the world's
yes.
greatest tag team. Him and Charlie Haas were
absolutely. It was amazing, Josie. It was amazing.
Great, but Shelton's career is coming to a close. Like it is. He's not the high flyer, flashy guy that he was 10 years ago. And
no, not at all.
I think Shelton still has some stuff he can do for the business, but I'm just not sure exactly what that's going to look like, and I don't know if it's going to be in ring. However, he could probably go over to TNA and be their world champion, or at least shoot some energy into the X division. Shelton as X division champ would be really cool.
That would be cool. That would be cool. That would be cool. What about this? Oh, sorry, Kill. What about him on the Acclaimed? If you take out Billy Gunn at some point for a tiny run.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know if he fits. I could see Shelton fitting with the Mogul Embassy. I just don't want anybody taking away Nana's spot.
Well, as long as Nana dances to the ring, Josie will be happy.
Yeah, I just every time I hear that music, I want to see him shaking his hips and waving that arm.
Kill, what were you about to say? Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say, one of the releases, actually, besides Dolph Ziggler, right? One of these guys literally has a match coming up on No Mercy.
Mustafa. So even though we said that Dolph made the biggest splash to us, truly, when it comes to WWE programming right now, the one that was the biggest deal is Mustafa. He was the only one that was being used as on-screen talent on a regular basis with NXT.
Yep.
And yeah, Kill, you said it. He had a match booked with Dom for the North American title at No Mercy next week.
Next week? Damn.
Yeah,
next
week. September 30th.
Next week. Yeah, next week.
Oh my God.
And they just said adios, muchachos.
What if he was going to be booked to beat him?
Well, I think what that is Dragon Lee qualified for a shot too, and I think they're just going to put Dragon Lee in that spot.
And Dragon Lee's probably going to take the title off him.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. By the way, guys, I know we're talking about other stuff, but real quick, I tried to watch Raw a little bit today, and I'm just
I heard this was one of the worst Raws in a long time.
I tried, and then I used to love old Dom, but boy, they just keep forcing it with the piped in booze, and I'm just like, it ain't natural, man.
Oh, you don't like Dom no more, huh? Because he's a bitch.
I like Dom. I just don't like.
He doesn't like how they're presenting Dom.
I don't like how they're presenting Dom. I love Dom. I think Dom's amazing.
I think Dom is going to be a superstar. I really truly believe
Dom's going to be Dom. To me,
Dom is going to be what Ray should have been.
Yep, I agree.
Because he's bigger than Ray, and he's got more of a build than Ray. And I think because of that and because of his lineage, Dom will be a multi-time world champion.
Yep. Absolutely.
Fuck Dom.
Love Dom.
Hate
Love
him. I
Dom.
can't stand him. Every time he's on my damn screen, it's
What-
weird.
What is it with him, Kill? I'm always curious. You've always
Well,
had hate.
one, he's hugging up on Rhea Ripley all the goddamn time. That's one.
Oh,
That's like
that's
all
amazing.
right.
That was the best part of television.
No,
there
he
for a
he
while.
ain't worthy. He's not fucking worthy. Two, every time he says something, it irritates me. Three, his
Oh, my
dumbass
God.
mullet. Four,
I love the mullet.
I love the mullet, though. I love
why
the
does he
mullet.
like the? Why do you guys like the mullet? No, the
Because
mullet's
it
terrible.
reminds me of
Why
Eddie.
not? Yeah,
I
it's an
know.
Eddie thing.
Okay. All right, Josie.
Daddy
Okay.
Eddie. Daddy
I'll let.
Eddie.
All right, Josie. For you, I'll let the mullet go. I'll let the
That's
mullet go. I'll
fair.
erase it. I'll replace it with the shitty Three Amigos. There you go. I'll replace it with that.
No,
I don't
Oh,
like him.
wow.
Don't like him.
no.
I just,
That's another thing that I like because of Eddie. I
I
love
know.
those little things that he does.
I know. It's just that.
Yeah.
I know. It's
I
dumb.
love
I
the
can't.
little things that call back to that story. And I
Yeah.
believe at some
Amazing.
point WWE is actually going to pull the trigger and do a reboot of that Eddie is my father story. I believe
Yeah, I guarantee
some
you.
point
Yep.
Dom's going to come out and
Yep.
say, Ray, you're not my father.
You're
Eddie
not my
was.
father. I've been waiting on it,
Ooh.
Josie. It still has yet to
Wait,
come.
that could be for their
I
match.
think it's going to come.
Do you bring
Because
Vicky
I'm sorry,
back and
right
have like
now-
a DNA
Right
test?
now, if I didn't know better, if they introduced Dom just like he looks right now, and we had never seen him before, and they
You
said
would
this
think
is
he
Eddie's
was.
son,
You
I
would think
would
he
have
is.
believed them.
Yes. Josie, did you hear my thing though? Do you bring back Vicky and have her come out with the DNA test and
Oh no,
use her
not
loud,
Vicky.
use her loud, annoying voice?
Anything that puts
Ray!
Vicky on my TV screen, I just don't know about. I'm just not a fan of Vicky Guerrero.
Yeah,
I don't like
but
Vicky.
neither am I. But for this storyline though, that'd be amazing.
No, she sounds like
why
goddamn
not?
nails on a chalkboard.
Well,
Her
of
and
course
Stephanie's
she does,
voices.
but it's part of the part of the appeal with that
What about-
storyline.
I'll give you a change. What if it was Chavo? I'd be better with
Okay.
Chavo.
Okay, that's fair. Ray, it was supposed to be a secret, but not anymore.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's
But yeah, Mustafa getting released when he already had a match booked, even
Impact,
for
baby.
WWE.
Impact. Let's go.
Yeah, I gotta say that's where I would see him landing
Impact.
is
Yes, please.
Impact. I think he could
Yes,
be
please.
a real man. Him versus Trey Miguel.
Oh yes, all day long, all day long.
Him versus either two of the Rascals. I would.
Yep. Preach, Josie.
Him versus Mike
talking.
Bailey.
Oh my God, yes. Oh, Josie, I would have a mini chub if that occurred.
That would be a
Oh.
great match.
Oh,
Because
let's
this
go.
is my thing. WWE after Kofi Mania never gave Mustafa Ali a real fair shot, and he's good.
No,
He's great
Yeah,
in the
he
ring.
is. He's fantastic.
He is fantastic in the ring.
He's
gotten
fantastic.
better on the mic. I think he will be better on the mic outside of WWE.
That's fair.
And honestly, there's probably three people on this entire list that I feel could change their careers to pull a Cody to make them WWE regret letting them go. And that would be Dolph, Dana, and Mustafa.
I don't know with Dolph though, Josie. Do you? I mean, at this
I
point
know
in his career,
yes. I
don't
know
know.
it would be
I
tough
don't
for
know.
him because of the point that he is in his career. And
Maybe
Dolph
if this
may
was
not
like
care.
5 years ago, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, Dolph may not care
Yeah.
at this point. I think honestly, Dolph is probably going to dive more into his comedy.
Yeah, I could see that as well.
And put wrestling as more of a secondary, which I think is why AEW would work great for him.
That's fair.
But if he wanted to, yes, I think Dolph could. If he wanted to.
What about the international championship for him?
That would
Is
be a
that
good
a
one.
thing?
Speaking
Is
of
that
that, Mr.
Is
my
that
boy
a
Ray
thing?
Phoenix. No.
Oh, Josie, that was
That
nuts.
match was chef's kiss, man.
That
Even
match.
with even with John Moxley getting a concussion in the beginning of the damn match.
Why the hell are we putting all of our? Why the hell are we letting these wrestlers get on their heads like that, Josie? What's the deal with that?
It's honestly, I think it's the style sometimes because Ray is kind of Ray Phoenix is he's a true luchador, so his style's kind of
No,
crazy. So
no, that's fair, but I'm just saying there was some definite botches in that match. Good match, but definitely some botches in that for
um,
sure.
but yeah, I would love to see. You were saying Mustafa as international or Dolph is international?
I mean, Dolph.
Dolph, I would love to see as the international champion. We didn't even mention this.
Absolutely.
Dolph versus Orange Cassidy.
Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah. All day long.
Take my money, please.
Oh my god. I don't even give a shit how much the pay. I don't even care if they up the pay-per-view for that one. I'm paying that money.
Dolph versus OC would be
Oh my
absolutely
god. Oh
phenomenal.
yes, please. Yes, fucking please. Oh, can we get him versus Kenny Omega?
Oh!
Please.
Oh, I think I just nutted in my pants.
Can we get him versus Kenny Omega, please? Josie, by the way, I don't know if you've noticed this since I came back from Chicago. I am the biggest fucking Kenny Omega mark.
No, I've noticed it.
After watching that dude live.
But once you see one of his matches, it's hard. Once you see one of his matches live, it's hard not to be. Because he's so
fucking good. So fucking good. It's just yeah, it changed my whole perspective on a lot of things. I mean, I know he was good before, but just watching it in person, you're in awe. You're in awe.
I was the same way when I saw him he was tagging with Hangman. And it's just I imagine it's like seeing Ric Flair back in the day in the ring. It's just
very well could absolutely. It's amazing stuff. Anyway.
All right, so I gotta pull up this list.
Yeah, pull it up. I'm gonna say I have it. I can pull it up too if we need it. Did anybody else see in the chat that I said there's no word on Ezekiel yet, whether or not he's out?
I saw that.
That was fucking amazing.
All right, so we already talked about Mustafa. We've talked about Top Dollar. We've talked about Dana Brooke. We've talked about Ziggler, Benjamin. Yep. So the big ones still left to talk about are going to be Emma. Emma needs to take her ass back to TNA. She was I was so gonna say,
take it back to TNA. Yep. I didn't watch that run, but I agree.
TNA.
Yep. That's what I hear.
Boogs, Rick Boogs, I think would be really good in TNA. Could you imagine Rick Boogs?
Oh, did we lose you, Josie? Oh.
Can you hear me?
Now we can, yeah.
Okay. The other one on that list was Rick Boogs. And I think Rick Boogs would do great in TNA. Can you imagine Rick Boogs versus Johnny Swinger?
Ooh. I like that.
And I don't think I'd ever think of a dream match with Johnny Swinger. But that would be a fun fucking match. They're both so old school. Also, Rick versus Ziggy Dice would be great.
Ooh, that would be decent. Yeah, look at you, you're diving in there.
Well, Ziggy, I love Ziggy when he was with NWA, and I always wanted them to. I think Ziggy would have been great in AEW, but they never made an offer.
Never made a move.
I loved him when he was TV champ over there.
Absolutely. What about Elias in TNA?
Elias would be interesting in TNA. I would definitely get down for some Elias.
Yeah, obviously a different character. You know, maybe something a little more darker, maybe.
I think you go with the Drifter,
Edgier.
but darker.
Yeah, darker drifter. You know, similar to Dango in that
Yeah.
sense. And yeah, I think that'd
Ooh,
be
Elias versus
TV
Dirty
champion for
Dango.
that. Yeah, that'd be a hell
Elias
of a match. That'd be a hell
versus
of a, yeah.
Dango.
I'd love to see it. What about him as the digital media champion at some point?
Yes.
Let's go.
Elias versus Joe Hendry. Ooh!
Yes. Oh, we're just Starbucking over here, you and. Ooh, let's go. Yes, please. I'm about it.
I guess Mr. Kill got called back to work.
Yeah,
Or
I was
something.
gonna say. I think he might have got called back to work. I was gonna say. I wondered if he had anything that he wanted to hit on. Oh,
Our boy Carson dropped another good one in the chat. Look at this 6-way he just dropped. Dolph versus Adam Cole. Dolph versus. Oh no, these are all different matches. Dolph versus Adam Cole. Oh yes, yes please. Dolph versus Juice. Oh my God, yes. Give me the show. Oh, give me the show stealer.
What if he joined the Bang Bang? What if he joined up with Juice and Jay White and those boys? Oh, I think we just lost Josie. Kill, are you still with me?
I'm here.
Kill. What do you think of these matches Carson had down here?
What?
Carson was giving some. Our friend in the chat was giving us some. Oh, here comes Josie.
I need to see. Show me the matches.
Okay.
Tell me.
Well, I'll just tell you. It was Dolph versus.
They're right here on the bottom.
Yeah, they were right here on the bottom. So Dolph versus Adam Cole.
Dolph versus Juice Robinson. Dolph versus Jay White. And Dolph versus Danny Garcia.
Dolph versus Jay White.
I mean, any of those.
Danny Garcia. Yeah, all of them.
Any of those. But what Stax was saying, you said that Dolph's career might be too far for him to make WWE regret letting him go. Dolph joining Bullet Club Gold could possibly make that happen.
Yeah, I was gonna say that could revitalize it for sure. Like he just seems like a Bullet Club Gold kind of guy, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the epitome of Dolph
Out
Ziggler
of those matches, though, the one I think I would love to see the most,
Jay White.
Dolph versus Juice. Rock hard, baby, rock hard.
Okay. I was gonna say Jay White, but
just because they are similar to me. Dolph and Juice are similar. I just think they would have a great match. Dolph versus Jay White would be an amazing match. Probably a match that you can
take my money.
Dolph versus Juice. Dolph versus Juice is just a personal fit. Dolph versus Jay would be more of the you got it, Stacks. Like, take my money.
Dolph versus, I don't know. Dolph versus Danny Garcia, I think would also be good too. Low key, underrated there. Kill, what's your favorite match on there? Did you say? Or he said already, didn't he?
He got called off again, I think.
All right, Kill. All right.
What else? Who else is on this list?
Dolph Ziggler versus MJF.
Yes, Kill. Dolph Ziggler versus MJF.
Woo! Yes. How did we not think of that?
You see? I'm cooking. I'm thinking.
I'm cooking. He's Chef Curry with that pop, boy.
That's right.
Let's go.
I knew I smelled something. I knew I smelled something that must have been killed.
That's right.
Smoking.
You see? My shit frying, thinking about that, man. Listen, imagine how good that match is going to be. Holy shit.
That'd be great, Kill.
That would be great match. They're both so charismatic.
Yes.
And so good at selling and so good on the mic. Yeah, that would be an amazing fucking feud. Not just the match, the feud could be so. The feud
itself would be amazing.
Wait, is Ryan on Collision or Dynamite?
That's
Or is he?
not how that works anymore, man.
Oh, that's right. There's no fucking brand
Yeah,
split. Sorry, I'm
yeah.
thinking about like
Unfortunately,
WWE.
they should. They should. I think they
There should
should.
be.
It
There should
should
be a
be
brand
because
split.
it would be a better collision would be better. I think if they stayed true to it a little more. As much as I didn't like Phil Brooks, old Pepsi Phil, that
Pepsi Phil.
collision was a lot better when when he was quote
Booking the
unquote.
show.
Yeah, but
Yeah, absolutely,
it's only been
absolutely.
2 weeks. It's only been 2 weeks. There's
I
gonna
know.
be some hiccups
We'll see. We'll see.
transitioning over.
We'll see. No, I agree. I agree, and as it should with everything. But I just think the last couple of weeks, it's starting
I
to
didn't
lose
even
its luster
watch
a little
Collision
bit.
this past week, so I don't.
Well,
Me
I
neither. I
didn't.
don't watch Collision.
Well, yeah. Well, you're not
It,
missing
it
much.
it does. Yeah, it doesn't seem like we're really missing much from not looking at
No,
Collision.
no.
Dynamite's still the A show.
Well, that's
Yeah,
what they want. They
that's what they
want
want
Dynamite to
anyway.
be the
Yeah,
best.
that's what they want though. Yep.
And then
Um,
Collision is pretty much their SmackDown. Okay.
Collision's
Yeah,
B, and then
pretty much. Yeah.
Rampage is
Yeah.
C.
Yeah. Rampage isn't even C. That's like
I don't know.
B.
toilet water.
I actually will be watching the 2-hour episode of Rampage.
You're
tomorrow.
gonna watch that one? Well, you keep me updated because I'm definitely not gonna be watching that one.
We gotta watch Collision because we got Bryan Danielson versus Stark's bitch ass.
Collision is kind of it's a underrated card. It's a nice card lineup.
It's a good
Also
card.
Carlos.
I think this could be the card. And then if Ed shows up, oof,
Yeah, if
Oh,
Ed shows
Christian
up,
Cage.
hell yeah,
yeah,
Christian
he's
Cage.
in a
Hell yeah,
three-way. He's in a three-way match
he's in a
with
three-way
Luchasaurus
match.
and Darby Allin for the TNT title.
Did,
So
did you
I
see on
think,
Friday they're in a tag team match? It's Darby and Sting versus Luchasaurus and Christian.
yeah, I
That's
saw
Friday
that.
night. That's Friday.
That's I fully believe Sexton Hardcastle shows up either tomorrow night or Saturday night.
Yeah, Edge has to
That's
come to
true.
AEW. I would love him and Christian to have a feud or to team up, tag
I
team,
still think
anything.
it's Wrestle Dream. I still think it's
No,
Wrestle
I
Dream.
think the match will happen at Wrestle Dream, but I think he could because this would push buys for Wrestle Dream.
No, I agree. Well, yeah, I mean that's a good way to do it, but for some reason I just have this feeling he's gonna come out at Wrestle Dream.
Do you think
Uh,
Mustafa Ali will be good in Impact or AEW?
Impact.
We were saying Impact X
Impact.
Division.
Impact X Division.
Yeah, I think Impact would be good for him.
Think about.
100%.
Think you could see Mustafa versus Mike Bailey, Mustafa versus.
Moose.
Leo Rush. Yeah.
I'm thinking X Division, guys his size.
Yeah.
Leo Rush. I didn't even think about Mustafa and Leo Rush. That would be a great fucking match.
That would be amazing, Josie.
Oh,
I keep thinking about Mustafa and Trey Miguel. That just to me,
Yeah, that's X Division at its core right there is what that is.
that's straight up X Division right there. So, all right, who else on this list?
There's really, I mean,
everybody else that kind of got released is either NXT and doesn't really have. I don't think Mason Mansoor end up anywhere.
no, I don't.
damn! The maximum male our juices are not titillated anymore, man.
I mean, they could possibly end up in Impact.
Yeah, I could see that.
Imagine if they kept LA Knight as what was his name? Something Dupree.
He'd be on this
Max
release list.
Dupree, yeah, he would be.
Yeah, he'd be gone. Yeah, Triple H saved him.
And
Triple H saved him.
Since we're kind of closing out on this and need to move on, do y'all think this is the end of it? I don't think this is the end of it.
I don't know. Do you think there's more?
I think there's more to come.
Nope. Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross is next tomorrow. It's coming. I see Karrion Kross is next.
That happened today, but I could never find confirmation.
Yeah, I know. I saw that in the group chat earlier. I didn't. Yeah, I couldn't find anything.
I just think there's others.
Where would he go? Would it be AEW for sure?
I don't know. He
I
was
think
kind
he'd
of
be good
killing
in
it.
Impact.
He was
He'd
kind
be
of
good in
killing it in
Impact.
Impact.
Yeah, I think he could go back there. So some of those matches, I mean, him and I mean, there's quite a
Him
few.
versus Josh Alexander.
Yeah,
again.
that's exactly what I was gonna say. You took the words right out of my mouth. Him and Josh Alexander, absolutely.
Shitty internet. Oh, I was gonna say I expect the OC to be gone. I expect Mia Yim to be gone.
The OC deserves to get let go. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they do.
They're useless. They do
deserve
nothing.
To get let go. They after all this shit they talked in saying like they would never go back because of not getting used, and they went back because of the money. And don't get me wrong, I love the Good Brothers. They're one of my favorite fucking tag teams, and I think they could have easily been up there with FTR and all those guys, but they chased the money.
Can we see AJ Styles in AEW?
No.
Please.
No,
like
it's not gonna happen.
Well, I know, but I know, but I just feel like I feel like he could be utilized well. And you want to talk about Dolph? There's some matches over there I'd love to see him in, and it's like I feel like he's kind of hit his ceiling in WWE. There's not much else for him to do.
Okay, this is the thing. AJ said that this is his last contract, but I could totally see him do a one-off with AEW, him versus Omega.
Yes. Oh my God! Give me that now. I will go to wherever the hell I need to go to watch that in person.
Yeah, you and I will be buying tickets to that one live.
Josie, I'll come pick you up. I'll rent a car to come get your ass. I don't care where the hell I'm. I don't care if we gotta go to
that is like definition of dream match.
Yes, please.
That makes more rock hard than Tony Storm. Holy shit!
Rock hard, baby, rock
hard. Fucking love Juice Robinson. That's my boy.
I'm telling you, he is one of my favorite things on AEW right now. I love him so much. He's got so much fucking charisma.
He's crazy.
He's got some. He's kind of hitting it like Dom was in WWE right now. You know,
Dom.
He's just so naturally over.
He's so naturally over. Yes.
And we know why he's rock hard. I mean, come on now. It's pretty obvious. I
mean, the Bang Bang Gang is one of the best things in AEW.
Oh, fuck yes. I love it.
Even the ass boys are tolerable now.
I know! That was what I was about to say,
Yes, I love them. They have got over. Yes,
the ass boys.
Yes, the ass boys.
I don't hate the ass boys anymore. No, I'm shocked.
We love the ass boys now. This is the ass
I don't know about love, but they're cool. Yeah, I like. They're all right.
Yeah. No, they're in favor over here. Fuck them, he says.
But I'll play it. I like the ass boys. It's just Jay White. I think Jay White. No, Juice is my favorite member of Bullet Club Gold.
Oh
yeah, don't get me wrong. Sure. I love Jay. Jay is Switchblade is
Juice is amazing.
Fucking man. But Juice is just so fun to watch.
Like Juice and the Acclaim give me joy. If that makes sense.
Oh, absolutely.
So Carson brought up another great point, and I'm actually surprised this didn't happen today. Riddle.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, I have a theory as to why he's not gone. But I'll let you go, Stacks.
Oh no, I just had another name, but I'll let you go. Go ahead, Kill.
You sure? I want to hear that name. What you about to
say? What about Sheamus?
No,
Sheamus. They're not letting him go. No way.
I don't see them letting Sheamus go.
Yeah, well, no, but I'm at the same time though. I'm thinking it more along the lines of an Edge type of deal where he's done all he can do and.
Well, actually, I just saw a thing today that his contract is up next year. And I think Sheamus resigns.
AEW? Take him over to AEW? I'd love that.
I just think Sheamus is going to be one of those guys, kind of like the Miz. He'll do whatever it takes to just stay WWE
around
for the rest of his career.
So maybe eventually he'll end up like Dolph. He'll just stay around until it's like okay.
No, I think Sheamus is more likely to end up as a coach or a producer.
He's gonna get. He wants to win the IC title.
That's so sad though, because he could do so much over there too. I mean, I just feel, and it's not even his fault. Creatively,
he's content.
They don't use him right.
He's content with what he's got.
I guess. I mean,
right now.
I mean, if he's happy, then all righty.
That's the problem with a lot of these guys. Stacks is that they're happy with where they're at.
Fair,
Dolph is happy with where he's at until they let him go. Now he.
Yep. No, that's fair. It's
but
true.
All right. So
anyway,
we got some other things to talk.
Kill was gonna say something, I think.
Oh, about Riddle. A lot of people were like saying how Riddle isn't released yet, right? Now, yesterday, Randy Orton showed up to the PC.
I saw that.
Yep.
It's possible they're keeping Riddle to have him and Randy Orton work together. That's what I'm thinking.
I mean, they've been wanting that match for 2 years, so it's foreseeable.
Mania 40, more likely. That's where they're keeping it for.
I think.
Which we gotta talk. Speaking of Mania 40, we haven't been on. We gotta talk about this. The Rock.
Oh yeah. Totally fucked.
Yeah, he
and
is.
It sounds like this is actually going to be a little bit of a run. Because he's not working right now because of the SAG-AFTRA strike.
Yep.
So who do we want to see The Rock face?
Obviously Roman.
I mean, that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
John Cena. No, we can't do Cena. Tag team.
I would love to see him versus Cena one more time. I would love to see him versus Cena one more time.
You can tag team with LA Knight is a must. That's a must.
Oh yeah, that'd be amazing. That'd be amazing.
Yeah,
God, those two in the same ring on the mic.
Oh my God.
Austin Theory.
Fuck off.
Oh, come on.
Kill.
All right.
You know what I have to say about The Rock and LA Knight in the ring together promoing? But you know what makes Daddy Magic simple?
Hey, Josie's gonna be rock hard.
Rock hard, baby.
Yo. Oh my God! I can't
but I agree though. If they don't capitalize on the LA Knight and The Rock,
they're winning, right?
That's a letdown. That's a letdown.
Yeah. So, yeah, that one would be amazing.
They're gonna sound. They sound similar though.
I mean, I gotta say the bit with Pat and The Rock and Austin was really good.
It was amazing.
I think even Austin had a pretty good promo. The whole it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Pulling that on The Rock is pretty badass.
Josie, what do you think about what I said earlier? What about Austin Theory and The Rock?
I think that'd be a great match.
I think that
would be a great match. Now, my worry is would it have the same outcome as what Cena had with Theory, and it not the rub not work?
Well, the sad part is, if old Vince is back there running shit still by that point, then I'm afraid it's going to be the case.
There's a way to fix Theory. There is. You have to put him on and join up with the way to fix Theory. Heel Theory doesn't work. Not working. You got to turn him face, team him with the way, and there you go.
I would love to see the way back. I would.
Yes.
Carson,
thank you, Carson. Yes.
Carson thinks that Loomis is going to be one of the ones released next, though.
Yeah, I see it.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
I'm praying Gargano. I see Candice LeRae being released. I can see that.
AEW Gargano. AEW.
I don't see. Yeah, If Gargano gets released,
AEW.
I want him in AEW. But I
AEW
don't know if
tomorrow.
Gargano is going to happen because
Tomorrow.
they've been building for this DIY reunion for a while, and I don't
I
think
think
I just don't think
Triple
they're
H
going
is
to
going
get
to
rid of
protect him.
Gargano before that.
Triple H is going to protect him because he's going to take the titles off the Judgment Day.
Boy, you want to talk about a letdown or proving him wrong after he gets released. If that man gets released, shit.
Ooh, if Gargano goes to AEW, whoa.
Yes.
That's the thing. Gargano is still kind of young.
He's still young. Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of wear and tear. I mean,
He's like 33,
Gargano
right?
could easily be a TNT International. At this point, I don't know if I see him as an AEW champion. Possible
Ring of
ROH
Honor.
champion.
Give him a Ring of
and
Honor.
He's got history. He's got history in Ring of Honor.
Yep.
So
he's like 34, 35.
yeah,
he's around Adam Cole's age.
Yep.
So I want him in AEW. I wanted him to go to AEW before he came back to WWE.
Yes, I did too. That's where I wanted to see him.
With all these names, guys, there's enough to have a legit roster split between the two shows, but I just don't know if it's going to happen like that.
I just don't know. I don't know if that's the right idea. The brand split only really worked one time, and that's when they originally introduced it.
I feel like it was nice though, wasn't it?
If they were going to do it, they would have to do a real straight up brand split. And it's possible that they could possibly do it if the rumors are true and they're going to 12 pay-per-views next year. Then you do 3 solo you do 3. No, that wouldn't work. You do
That's another
4 Dynamite pay-per-views, 4 Collision pay-per-views, and then do 4 joint pay-per-views through the year.
Okay.
That's fair.
Okay.
What about Grand Slam becoming a pay-per-view? Because that was a pay-per-view last night.
I think it will. I think you're going to see a few of those become pay-per-views. I think you're probably going to see Grand Slam become a pay-per-view, and I think you might see Blood and Guts.
Blood and Guts.
Or Fight for the Fallen, because they use that as a charity, and it would be a good thing to do that as a pay-per-view.
Blood and Guts needs. Yeah, I'd say Blood and Guts definitely needs to be a pay-per-view.
Well, but Blood and Guts is a big deal for them on cable TV. Like, that's a big draw for them.
Yeah, it is. It is a nice draw.
All right. So, the other bit of news we got to talk about coming out today. There is some concern about Vince McMahon being on TKO's board. There's been new SEC filings against him. And it is sounding like he might be one of the shortest board members of a new company. And if that's the case, thank God. That's all I got to say. Like, I want him out of WWE. I want him out. I want him out. Nothing to do with it anymore.
WWE as a whole would be more watchable if that man was gone, because we all know who would be in charge of at least one of the shows, if not both.
I just hope that tomorrow I just don't see. No Good Brothers need to go. I agree. I don't really care for him. Carrying is. I
just think they do better outside of WWE. I loved what they were doing with AEW and New Japan before they re-signed. I enjoyed their podcast when they were doing their podcast.
Yeah.
So,
and the rest of Hit Row is definitely gone. They are gone.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Yeah, it's say goodbye.
Well, honestly, to me the most talented person in that group is BFAB.
Yeah,
I know.
That's fair.
I know some people say Adonis, but I've never really seen much from him. I think BFAB is talented on the mic. She's pretty good in the ring. Flip tables here for a second, though. How do y'all feel about Jade Cargill showing up at the Performance Center?
Yeah. Okay.
This is good for her
Yeah, it is
because
good for her. Yeah.
she'll do better in WWE than AEW. She will.
I disagree.
I don't know if she will though, Kill. That's why I said
Well,
because
the
it's just like,
issue
okay.
is she will not do better if they fast track her to the main roster. They need to put her in NXT for about 2 years.
At least.
Let her, at least.
They're not gonna do that though. With that,
No,
with
they
that.
need to
Well,
put her in NXT.
I know they need to, but will they
See,
though?
yeah, and see, that's my worry, Stacks, is I don't see them doing it either, and that's the
No.
problem I have is you got to remember she is not a WWE person. She did not come up in that system. She came up in a pro wrestling system, so it's going to
Yep.
take her time to adapt. She needs at least 2 years in NXT to get that
Yep.
system down. It's much, as we've talked on the show 1,000 times, sports entertainment is different than pro wrestling.
But at the same time, I kind of see. I definitely don't think it'll be 2 years, but I think if you put her with NXT and then now that we have a little bit more crossover with WWE and NXT stars, I mean maybe for a little bit, but I just don't think I definitely don't think it would be 2 years.
I don't know.
And for me, it also depends on. It also depends on how they book her and everything like that, because I mean honestly it might be they might not use her correctly and it might be a dud, Josie, in all honesty.
That's my worry. That's my worry. I was talking to Will about this in our chat yesterday. I'm worried they don't use her right. They don't have the best track record with African American women. I know they just pushed Bianca to the moon.
Well,
but now
look what they've done to Rhea, dude.
Yeah, and look at where
look
Bianca
what they've done
is.
to Rhea. Yeah, look at where this whole women's division as a whole is. It's just it's bad timing.
Yes.
Bad timing.
So
and honestly, I think this was just this was just to get some sort of notoriety coming out of all these releases. Like, oh, look who we picked up, but they're just gonna drop the ball.
In that tryout with her was Richard Holiday, who I don't know if y'all know who that is, but
I do not. I'll be honest.
He was in MLW when MJF was in MLW. Him, MJF, and Alexander Hammerstone made up this group called the Dynasty. And they were fucking amazing. I love them. And I've always wanted Richard Holiday to go to AEW and be with Max. And I think it's fucking great.
Are we kind of foreshadowing now though, Josie? Does that mean eventually our boy Maxwell Jacob Friedman heads over there?
Honestly,
no.
If I am Tony, I am doing absolutely everything.
I agree, Josie. You back the truck up, you pay him whatever he wants.
Not just the truck. I'm giving that man literally everything because I worry.
I agree.
If he loses MJF, that might be a death nail for AEW.
It's a wrap, isn't it?
He's carrying the company.
It's a wrap.
He's carrying the company.
It's over. Yeah.
If in my mind, if I'm Tony Khan, there is no way he is going to WWE because whatever they offer him, I am finding a way to match it.
No, absolutely. No, I agree. But I was just bringing it up, because you talk about how you know.
But that's my opinion. If that happens, I will be very sad because I don't know if AEW will be able to recover from that.
No, I agree. I think it's over. It's over.
And I'm still not 100% sure that there hasn't been some kind of agreement because Max hasn't been pushing the whole bidding war 2024 as much.
That's fair. Kill. What were you gonna say?
He even pushed All In coming back to Wembley next year.
Yeah,
I think he's staying.
Yeah.
I think MJF is staying. I think he's gotten to the point where he realizes he is now a face of AEW. And he's never going to be that kind of face in WWE. He's never going to be one of the face of the product. He's a pillar. I know we don't like that term, and they've kind of gotten away from
He
it.
is.
But he is. He is. And not only is he a pillar, he's the top pillar. He's the best one out of the four. And AEW, like, to me, is synonymous with a few names at this point. It's synonymous with Jericho, it's synonymous with Moxley, and it's synonymous with MJF.
Yep.
The MJF's not going anywhere. Jay
I
Cargill, that makes sense, but MJF,
that makes more sense to me. Even though it didn't really make sense to me, I was surprised by it. And officially, it hasn't happened yet. Her AEW contract isn't officially out of date until I think.
Honestly,
next
Josie,
week.
I don't know if it necessarily surprised me because I feel like I feel like that would be a place where WWE would try to make it. Would try.
No, I
not
agree.
saying they would succeed.
My thing is
obviously.
if I'm Tony Khan, I don't let her leave.
Yeah, that's
I would have figured out a way to make.
Yeah, but at the same time, devil's advocate here. They weren't using her right anyway. You weren't finding a way to use her the way she should have been used. So at that point, it is what it was.
Just come back. She had just come back. She only had that one match.
No, I get that, Josie. But if they weren't going to use her right creatively going forward, then obviously they were okay.
But that's the thing. That goes along with what I was saying. If I'm Tony Khan, I'm finding a way to keep her, and that includes figuring storylines that she wants to do. Which a big part of that is she needed to be in the women's title picture.
Oh no, exactly. That's exactly
I'm
what
not sure. We don't know, and I would argue with anyone who doesn't think. I think that was probably the plan, and then she came back from her hiatus and said, "Hey, WWE has made me an offer. I'm going to go try out." And for all we know, she could still re-sign with AEW in the next week.
I think she just wanted to go. It seems like Tony Khan probably did want to keep her. Because she came back, she was going to start a feud with Stat. I think Jade willingly wanted to go. I think that's on her.
I think the feud with Stat was put in just to finish the story. I don't think had she come back and been planning to stay, I don't think she would have been in a feud with Stat right away.
I don't trust it. I don't trust it until I would have seen it. But then again, we'll never know now. Maybe potentially. So
I just hope that WWE does right by her because she's still a little green. She's not that great in the ring.
They won't.
That's my thing. She's to me, she's a B in the ring. She's a C minus D plus on the mic.
D minus on the mic.
That's being nice. That's being nice, by the way.
Yeah. D minus.
And what is the other one we say? Ring.
Who do you have with her though? That's my thing, Josie. I mean, she's not going to be out there by herself cutting promos.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's the other thing. Who are you going to have with her?
Shit. I mean, if she's in NXT, do we have anybody in NXT for her?
I just don't know who you put with her.
I don't know.
Really? You really want to know who I think would be great for her?
Who's that?
Bring back Teddy Long.
Ooh, okay. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
He could be pretty. I think he would love to do it too.
What about MVP?
MVP would be an interesting one. I got another interesting one for you, and it'd make me happy because it'd get him off the table. Booker T.
Oh, thank God, yes.
Oh, yes.
I don't know.
Oh, my God.
I don't know, though. Maybe.
Shucky, dip, quack, quack.
Well, this is the thing.
Can I see it NXT first for a run? Can I see it NXT first?
Yes, for sure.
Okay,
and that's the thing. This is the thing. We've said that him doing a promo every so often wouldn't be a bad thing. It's him constantly commentating that gets.
You heard? That's right, man. You know what? That's what I'm talking about right there. Yeah,
Shucky ducky, man.
Shucky ducky, man.
Shucky ducky, man.
No bread, No water, just meat. Man, fuck that shit. Everybody trying to hear all that.
Man, you know, we could do a whole show of just Kill doing wrestling impressions. You do
Listen.
That literally sounded like Booker T for real. That was amazing.
You were getting right there on that, Booker. You
That
do
was
a good
amazing.
Vince. You do a
It's
good
irritating.
Vince.
I hate it. It's so irritating whenever I
so
see.
irritating.
I try to watch.
Nails on chalkboard earlier, Kill. That's it for you.
I
You
try
do
to
a
watch
good
NXT.
Vince. You do a
Go
good
ahead.
Vince as well. And then
You do a good Vince. You do.
who was the other one you did the other day? And I was just like, wow, that was really. I can't think of who it was.
Well, he's got like.
It caught me off guard. I can't remember who it was though.
Was it the game? It wasn't the game.
No, it wasn't the game. It was someone new.
Someone
Might have
new.
been- Oh,
Is it from AEW?
was it Stone Cold?
Did you do Stone Cold? Holy shit!
I don't know
if
if
we
I've-
do a war to clip it. If you could
Maybe
do
it
Stone Cold,
Maybe it
man.
was The Rock. Actually, I think
Oh.
it was The Rock.
I think it was Stone Cold.
Maybe it was.
Let me tell you
Stone
right now,
Cold.
I'm gonna beat your ass, and that's the bottom
Yes!
line. You son of a bitch, because Stone Cold said so. What?
Oh,
Yeah, maybe it was Stone Cold.
There
Maybe
you
it
go.
was Stone Cold.
There you go.
But my
you
favorite is
definitely
still
have the
Vince.
Booker down pat though. You still have Booker down.
Because
His
I
best
can't
is
stand him.
Vince.
No, Josie likes him when I do Vince. That shit hurts my throat.
Vince is good though. Yeah,
We're gonna have
Yeah,
Becky Lynch beat Tiffany Stratton for the NXT title, pal. This is stupid.
Anybody see that on social media though? Like the little poem bullshit she had going on, or whatever it was. The little soliloquy that she just randomly spit
No.
on NXT. I don't know if we can find it. I don't know if we can play it or not. But it was the dumbest thing you've ever heard in your entire life. And they let her go out on TV and do it too.
Carson brought up another great point.
Oh yeah, we talked about this in the chat too.
I could see it. I could see it. And
Impact.
he would be an amazing NWA world title. I would love to see him with the 10 pounds of gold.
But that's my other thing too with him that we talked about earlier, Josie, kind of with Dolph in that respect. How much does he
still have?
to?
Good shit, pal.
Yeah, or just like, well, not necessarily what he has, but what's his want to? Like, does he have enough drive to?
Well,
do that?
you said it in our chat, Stacks. Is he's got some fallback with his cooking show is taking off.
Yep.
But he has so much more to give. That's the thing. At least 5 more years.
And it's not his fault at all. Like half his career is not even his fault. The majority of it is not his fault.
Everything on the main roster. Everything on the main roster.
On the main roster has not been his fault at all.
Because what makes me sad about Dolph is that he'll be like one of the biggest what ifs. You know? When I saw he was released, I was sad. I was pissed and sad at the same time.
Yep.
Like even Ali, he got the short end of the stick. He got screwed.
Yeah, he got finessed hard. Like you were on that main event card, and then they just not main event, but you were on that card, and then
of NXT, one of the main one
of the main ones, and then they just pull you out of the they just.
And I heard he was getting over on NXT. He was having a good run.
He was having a good run.
Impact though, please, honestly, oh my God!
Honestly,
Impact,
to me, Ali was having a better run in NXT than Corbin is.
Yeah, damn.
How sad is that?
Pretty sad.
Well, I mean, it's not sad. Well, it's not sad, but I mean, because as we said, Ali can go, but goddamn, for Corbin, he's a
lost cause. I've been gave up on Corbin.
Terrible.
Corbin sucks. Bring back the Lone Wolf.
They tried that. It didn't get it over.
Oh my God.
It won't hit as hard as it did the first time because they know what he is now.
He might get that future endeavored voicemail tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what we
wish you the best with your future endeavor.
Exactly. That's exactly how it would be like too.
You could
Hey,
just, well, you know
Here's
who
an
makes those
apron. Here's
calls.
an apron for your troubles.
The guy who makes those calls is Bruce Pritchard. So
his ass.
His dumbass.
Yeah, yo, listen. I hope no one loses their job tomorrow. It's gonna happen. My prediction is Karrion Cross. That's
I think
my
carrying. I think
How sad is that? We didn't even get to really see any of him really hardly for the second.
the best thing he did was that first NXT run, and then Vince killed him, and he never.
But
I don't know, but
the
see,
SmackDown
Triple
stuff,
H. But see, the thing is Triple H kind of dropped the ball on all of his bringbacks. He brought back a lot of people when he took over and dropped the ball on most.
Did he though, or was Vince just in charge by that point?
Triple H was fully in charge.
Vince did not come back in charge until January when all that shit went down. There was a time there that Triple H was fully in control because things were changing.
Well, no, I agree with you, but I'm just saying, at what point did it? Because Gargano, we didn't see it. So you're telling me that Triple H did that with Gargano and all that? I don't know.
Gargano really hasn't done shit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, well, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Are we saying that's on Triple H?
He missed. What I'm saying is he missed his window. He took too much time and didn't push those guys.
Well, because we were trying to develop storylines.
He was too focused on the bloodline. He was too focused on the bloodline.
But he wasn't developing storylines. Even before Vince took back control, you weren't seeing Carrying on TV. You weren't seeing Hit Row on TV. You weren't seeing you weren't seeing Gargano on TV. These guys he brought back.
Was he trying to build it first before he?
But But see, I don't see that he was. He wasn't using those guys to build storylines.
That's fair.
The women's division didn't get no better. It was still just as bad under Triple H, in my opinion. I mean, do y'all forget how shitty Damage Control is? Damage Control was terrible.
Again, I think he was in the right direction when Damage.
I was gonna say at least he tried something though.
And
that's the difference there though.
At least he tried something. There was a shot there.
At least he tried something.
That's what I'm saying.
It just flopped. Yeah.
A lot of those guys that he brought back didn't even get a shot.
Yeah. Yep. I think, by the way, when Damage Control got destroyed and when they had literally no chance of coming back, is when Bianca 3v1 them in one night and beat all their asses. I think that is when Damage Control got fucked. Yeah. Personally. We have Bianca just flatlining all three of them the same night.
Honestly, I'm ready for more of a face Bailey.
Yeah, she needs to turn face.
Yeah,
I'm not Dakota all the way like she used to be.
But I am too. I don't like it.
I'm kind of over heel Bailey.
I don't think no one wants to hate Bailey. We don't want to hate Bailey. We don't. No one wants
to. Honestly, she's just not that good at it.
No, because in real life, she's the complete opposite of what her character is.
Correct.
No one wants to hate her.
But however, sometimes they say that, if you ever heard that adage of, the nicest people make the best heels in some cases, but in this case.
Did y'all watch back in the day when she had that #1 fan that was at like every NXT taping?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
She wrestled her first match last month.
Oh my
She's
God.
17 years old now.
That's crazy.
Where the fuck did time go?
I know, right?
Seeing
things like that makes me feel so fucking old. Like, God damn it.
Josie's like, shit, I'm almost 40.
Izzy, that was her name. Izzy.
Oh, that's right. Izzy.
Well,
yep, there it was.
I'm blaming Will. This is his fault. Holy hey, there's gonna be a lot more money laying around for Izzy to come join NXT in a year. I'm sorry, that's
you know WWE is keeping an eye out for that. They want that.
Of course,
that's fan versus
storyline. Yeah, they want.
That's money.
That's something they drool over.
But that's money.
All right, guys. Well, I think that was everything we needed to cover tonight.
I think that's all she wrote.
Well, that is going to do it for tonight's episode of Fight Night. Thank y'all for
Fight
joining.
Night!
We
Thank
got to
you.
give a shout out
Thank
to
you.
fucking Carson, man.
Carson in the chat.
In the chat,
just
in here,
putting in banger matches, banger after banger with
and just listen to
everywhere.
our dumbasses rant.
Yeah. Thanks for listening to us for an hour and 15 minutes, just random shit.
Oh, wrong one. Hold on. I have to. Fuck, I couldn't my YouTube account to the live chat. What are you talking about? Man, fuck off. Never mind. I was trolling. I was trying to mess with him, but I can't. No. All right, I'm done. Never mind.
Ignore him, Carson. You're awesome. Ignore him. But all right. Well, we will be keeping an eye out to see if any other releases happen. If it is another like shitstorm of a day, we might be back.
We should do something. I mean, I'll be out and about, but I can kind of be in.
I
was gonna say, if we get another day like today, tomorrow,
maybe if we do it a little bit earlier
it may happen.
6
I'm
o'clock.
Just saying.
Yeah, 6
well,
o'clock.
In the morning is like
no.
Well, in the morning is like when all like the shit storm is gonna drop, right?
Yeah.
But
okay.
Most likely.
Normal people work during the day.
Well, I'm not normal.
Yeah.
I'm not normal. I'm farthest thing from normal.
Kill, what the hell are you? Are you that guy that doesn't wake up till like 3 p.m.?
I wake up at 11.
I wake up at 11. You realize I am taking my lunch at 11:20.
Listen, you know what, man? Fine, I'll get day shift.
Josie's day is like half over.
That is halfway over, and he's just waking his ass up.
Listen, I'll go from swing to freaking day. How about that? Is that better? I'll switch it over.
I don't think you could make it, Kill.
I'll make it. See, waking up at 6 a.m. ain't that bad, right?
I do it, and I have to argue with that. It sucks.
Yeah, I unfortunately I don't have to do that quite yet, but I watch my wife do it every day, and it's rough. So.
My alarm is set for 6. And most days I don't get up before 7. Today it was more like 7:25.
So every day, Josie just gets closer and closer to a tardy.
Yeah. Well, luckily it only takes me about 15 minutes to bike to work. So.
Okay, yeah, you're good.
I live 6 minutes from my work.
It's always nice when you're super close.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I love it.
Well, if I bike to work, it's like 5 minutes, so I like that.
Oh, that's not bad, Kill. Look at you.
Well, if I take my time, if I like rushing, like rushing, that's 5 minutes. If I'm rushing,
yeah, that's fair.
Well, you